Damn. Uh.
As a quick sample, here is the Neutron star in .25 caliber. It's a Hatsan Neutron star. It's a new rifle. And basically what you see here is a 10 shot string, and you can see 816. Shot 2 is 816 feet per second, which is around 50 foot-pounds of energy. Number 5 is 809, and that gives you an idea of what the 10 shot string is. And then overall is 800 across a 10 shot string. We have a 817 feet per second average, and extreme spread is it's 25 feet per second, which is high for a 10 shot string, very high. And 7 feet per second deviation from shot to shot consistency is also high for such a small string of only 10 shots. Now you adjust it a little bit, you tune it a little bit, and you crank up the spring, and now you're getting around 60 foot-pounds of energy, which is pushing the JSB MK2 heavies, which is a 33.95 grain. And shot-to-shot consistency suffers when it's not tuned and you're just cranking for power. So 894, 893, 900, basically 900s in velocity until you get to about shot 16. Then you'll see that from shot 16 and on to 17, 18, it significantly suffers, and that graph pretty much go down hill from there, which is not something you like. This shifts your point of impact, and that's not a tuned gun. Okay, so across 50 shot string, you have a 822 feet per second, but your extreme spread significantly suffers at 139 feet per second. That means from your maximum velocity versus your lowest velocity is 139 feet. Your standard deviation is also high. You want to try and get these numbers as close to the single digits if possible. Depends on how the rifle takes tuning, or the components and the wear and tear and that sort of deal. And then looking at that, now we go and start tuning some. We dumb down and get it right, and across a 10 shot string, the extreme spread is still high, and the standard deviation is still high, shooting the same pellet grain and type. But now we go and tune it a little bit further, and across a 55 shot string, you'll see that 757, 754, 765, 754, basically within the same range. Now, it's pretty consistent all the way throughout the whole shot string. And across a 50, this is unregulated gun. This is a 55 shot string and averaging 762 feet per second, shooting the JSB 33.95 grain MK2 heavies. The extreme spread is 17, which is excellent for a unregulated gun as well as a 55 shot string. I mean, when I say excellent, I got regulated guns that do this. And the standard deviation is 4 feet per second. So that gives you a brief idea of what tuning can do. This is now tuned and shooting accurately. Now, this is on chronograph, but can it shoot accurately? That's the next phase in your tuning. Now you want to take it out to the field and start shooting groups at certain yards, and you may have to play around with the velocity depending on the pellet type or pellets that your barrel likes. So the first phase is choosing the pellet, and then second phase is tuning the velocity and consistency for that pellet via chronograph, and then the third phase is shooting for accuracy after that. Double checking, validating that consistency and shooting, making sure that your rifle is harmonically tuned for that pellet and those velocities. So hopefully that gives you folks a good idea of what it's like. All right, thank you.
Lot of people on YouTube, you call me a homo, but you think I stand by this? Well, that shit is a no-go. You're all coming one, because what